This is Math 432, Applied Combinatorics. I am Professor Asaph, and this series we're discussing planar graphs. What is a planar graph? A planar graph is any graph that you can draw on a flat surface without the edges crossing. Let's look at some examples. The graph with one vertex is a planar graph because there are no edges, so nothing crosses. If I take two vertices and I stick an edge between them, that's still planar because there's only one edge and so nothing's crossed. Now what if I take a third vertex and I make the complete graph K3. K3 is planar. So here's some examples of planar graphs. So we should maybe write these down. So we found that K1 is planar, K2 is planar, K3 is planar. What about K4? So K4 means I get another vertex, and I know that I have to connect it to all my other vertices, but now I have a bit of a problem because how am I going to get over to here? I cross. Except a graph is planar if it can be drawn in a two-dimensional surface. This is the shortest way to go, but I don't have to go that way. I could take a bunch of little edges and just wind my way around this way. That's a perfectly good way to draw K4, the complete graph on 4 vertices. And now we can see that it is indeed planar. I've got all 6 edges in here, no 2 of which cross. That's fantastic. Let's add another vertex. Now we're going to ask ourselves, what about K5? Is K5 planar? Well, I can add this edge here, and I need to add that edge. It's 1, 2. I need to loop around to this guy. I'm sort of running low on my short sticks, but okay. But I still somehow have to get here. How am I going to get here? I can't go through the graph, but you can see that this vertex that I need to connect here to make K5, right? So I had K4. I need to connect this guy 4 times. And there's no way that I can get from this vertex to this vertex without crossing one of my edges. But that might just be the way that I've drawn it. So we want to know, is K5 planar or not? It's a difficult question to ask when we think about it just with the definition because it's about possibilities. And until I've written K5 in all possible ways and drawn it, rendered it on the plane in all possible ways, I can't possibly know the answer. And that's problematic. We don't want to have a situation like that, where it's that vague and we have to think too hard. We want to be as sneaky as we can be and keep math simple. So thanks to Euler, we know how to do that. So Euler considered properties of planar graphs. So if we have a planar graph, so we already know that if you have a graph, we know about vertices. So we have some number of vertices. We know about edges. And if we have a planar graph, we also have the concept of faces. Faces are the regions bounded by edges. So if I take a graph that's planar, so maybe I'll take a graph with 5 vertices, and we'll throw in some edges. As long as I don't cross my edges, I'm good to go. Maybe we'll do it like that. That seems like a nice way to draw. Okay, so here's my graph. I can think about, for this graph, counting vertices, edges, and faces. Okay, so vertices, these are our zero-dimensional objects, if you like. Okay, the vertices are just all of my black dots. In this particular example, I've got 5 vertices. Okay, edges, well, we know about edges. These are sort of the one-dimensional guys. So what are the edges? The edges, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 7 edges. And now what about the faces? How many faces do I have? Well, for faces, you really want to be careful how you count it. So this is one face. This is a second face. This is the third face, and there's one more face, the outside world. That is your other face. It's bounded by the edges. Sort of think outside. So there we go, 4. That's interesting. Okay, so what can we say about this? Well, Euler decided to think about something called the Euler characteristic. Well, I guess he didn't call it that. Actually, he might have. I'm not sure how arrogant he was. But he had every right to be. Characteristic. What is the Euler characteristic? It's the number of vertices minus the number of edges plus the number of faces. It only applies to a planar graph. So you might not think it helps us to determine if things are planar or not, but in fact it does. And if you have a planar graph and you take the Euler characteristic, what do you get? Well, in this particular example, I get 5 minus 7, that's negative 2, plus 4, and I get 2. And in fact, it's a theorem of Euler's that we're going to see how to exploit. That whenever I take a planar graph, the Euler characteristic is 2. So a good exercise before the next video, take each of these graphs, compute the Euler characteristic, and see that it's indeed 2. Then try to compute the Euler characteristic for K5. See if you come up with any problems.